Hello, guys. Welcome to break. You know what I just learned in cinema today? What is happiness, guys?
I don't know.
Happiness is water. So join water polo, please. Just for the girls. For the girls. I just want a girls team. I don't want them chasing me, please. All right, guys. So I know it's just the first week of school, but sophomore speeches are gonna come up soon. So for the returning students, we need to teach the new students these long claps and just the support and energy. Yeah. So we're gonna do a long clap. I'm just gonna come up on stage and you're gonna clap and yell and support me as if I'm doing my sophomore speech until I say stop and until it's loud enough. So okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing. Great, Camilla, you're gonna be my demo.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay? When I say York, you say Falcons, York!
Falcons!
York!
Falcons!
Alright, I want the same energy that Camilla has, alright? York!
Falcons!
York!
Falcons!
I want this section, come on! York!
Falcons!
York!
Falcons!
Alright, let's start break. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Caitlin. My voice kind of hurts right now, but that was good. Yeah, no, but she's right. This section does need to be a little bit more passionate when it comes to sophomore speeches. Okay, the first announcement of today is Mr. Raymond with an announcement about emissions. Mr. Raymond?
Aloha. Aloha. Oh, very nice. Why am I saying aloha to you all? Fun fact. The state of Hawaii, our 50th state, joined the Union in 1959, August 1959, the same year that York School was founded. Aloha, a Polynesian word that we tend to associate with the state of Hawaii and Hawaiian culture, also means welcome. And we want York to be a welcoming community. So there's an affinity for us with the word aloha. Aloha also means compassion. Compassion is one of our 4 core values. We want and we need right now to be compassionate to each other and with ourselves. So I say aloha to you as a welcome and in recognition of compassion, and also because it's an expression that means I see you, I accept you, I respect you, and as we're walking around together with our masks off or on, as we choose, outside, down the hallways, around campus, it's a little bit harder to smile at each other and make each other feel welcome and share our excitement about seeing each other. But we can say aloha to each other through our masks, or any other expression that you feel is a statement of your excitement to see each other and to make each other feel recognized and appreciated and to feel good at York School. So I invite you to join me in saying aloha to each other. And I also want to remind you that Mr. Wilcox and I are going to be handing out popsicles and ice cream sandwiches at lunch today in the Commons. Come by for a little treat.
Okay, now we'll have Francis and maybe the tech squad with the fun announcement.
Everybody, we are your tech officers, Executive Council tech officers. If you didn't know, Francis Carnelli and
Wesley Cordier.
Yes. So, few things we want people to know. One, York has a wonderful history of printer abuse. Don't do it. We have printers available on campus. By printers, I mean printer in the library. We used to have more. They got abused a lot, so we don't do that anymore. But I have faith that this year we can all be very nice to our printers. They are our friends. They help us. Think of it as your friend. You wouldn't abuse your friend. Don't abuse a printer. Just keep in mind, don't print something obnoxiously long on the York School printer unless you absolutely have to. Obnoxiously long being longer than, I don't know, 5 pages. You know? Just try to be conscious of what you're printing. And if it doesn't print the first time you press the button, don't just print the button. Don't just press the button again. Go see if there's something wrong with the printer.
And to use the printer in the library, if you haven't known, you use the library computer right next to it. And if you have issues with the printer, Ms. McDowell might know how to fix it, but if that does not seem to work as well, then contact us, Tech Squad.
Yes.
Help at yrk.lank.
Yes, help.yrk.lank. In fact, you can type that into the URL of a browser that you are logged in, of a Chrome browser that you are logged into your York account on, and you can get a form where you can submit any help request to the Tech Squad. For the record, Tech Squad, stand up, wave. Tech Squad is a great time, and we are all here to help. And if you've been hearing about the Tech Squad and you're like, what's this Tech Squad? I want to be on the Tech Squad. How do I be on the Tech Squad? Wesley, how do you join the Tech Squad?
Well, currently we're developing a Google form where you can apply to join Tech Squad as long as you have the passion and the interest for technology.
Yeah, you don't need to be some expert in, I don't know, hacking or whatever to be on the Tech Squad. You really don't. You have to be sufficiently able to, use Google. And you have to be willing to spend time helping your community. That's basically it. So if you're willing to help and you basically know how to help and know how to figure stuff out, totally consider Tech Squad. It's a good time. We're nice people. Occasionally there's swanky jackets. I don't know. So yeah, be nice to the printers. Consider Tech Squad. Have a good day.
Thank you, Francis, Wesley, and the rest of the Tech Squad. Now we have Mr. Q with a COVID announcement.
You all right, Sloan? So I actually have 2 important announcements. So COVID is the first one. But before I do that, I wanted to thank everybody. Today ends our 2.5 weeks on campus after 18 months of being off campus as a whole community. So I wanted to thank you for that. From my perspective, it's went really well. So I think you all deserve a round of applause for the first 2.5 weeks. I also want to thank Mr. Brookhauser. He is the Director of Safety, and of course, during COVID, he's had to take on an enormous workload, setting up testing and contact tracing and all the things that come with our new reality. So, Mr. Brookhauser, you deserve
Thank you.
Now some reminders. I know that we all want to keep school open. We all want to stay healthy. We don't want anyone to get sick. So just some reminders about our COVID protocols. Wear masks inside at all times. That means in the library, that means in the gym, that means in all your classes. So just make sure you're wearing your mask at all times indoors. Okay, so that's the first one. Second, wash your hands during the course of the day. That really helps. Thank you, Camilla. That's an important hygiene tip. Wash your hands. Stay home when you are sick. That's really important. Mr. Brookhauser, can you come up here and just tell everybody what symptoms would make them stay home?
If you answer the question, are you feeling well? And the answer is no, then you should stay home. But the other things like fever, non-negotiable. If you have a fever, stay home and stay home 24 hours after the fever goes away and contact the main office. Also, like cold symptoms, if you have one and you can't explain it, like runny nose, sore throat, and you don't have allergies and it's just unusual, then stay home. Even headache, nausea, those sorts of things, stay home until you can explain it. Pretty much anything is a COVID symptom. And really, if you're not feeling well, stay home.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Burkhauser. We just want you to be really cautious, so just be cautious, okay? That's my COVID.
Can I do one more COVID?
Mr. Burkhauser's going to do one more COVID.
Thank you to all of you who participated in our COVID testing. I want to encourage you all to get tested. This is not mandatory, but when you get tested and the more frequently you get tested, the more you can help our community. So on Wednesday mornings from 9 to 11, we're going to continue to have testing up there in the parking lot up there. And you get tested even if you don't have symptoms. If you just want to help out the community, come by and get tested. It's fast and easy. And you stick a little Q-tip just a little bit up your nose. And it's like getting a double shot of espresso. So if you need to wake me up, just, you know, that it triggers those nerves. It's a good time.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Burkhauser. I had 4 shots of espresso this morning. I did. So this next announcement is really important. So I just need you to make sure that you are listening. So it's so important that I actually wrote something. So you may have read in the local newspaper or heard on television news reports about a racially motivated incident at Salinas High that occurred last weekend. I don't know all the details of this incident, except for what I have heard reported in the local news and heard from others. But I know enough that it was a shocking and unacceptable attack on other students of color. Right now, our larger Monterey community needs to support those students and their families. You may wonder why I am mentioning this since it didn't involve York School or any York students. My goal is not to describe the incident, but instead to use the incident to remind us of the universal values we embrace, of our responsibilities to ourselves and each other, and expectations of how we treat one and all. At the heart of our community, and you've heard this before, is respect for everyone. This is a universal value, a value we want all of you to continue to develop while you're a student at York and after you leave here. I hope it's clear and understood that any form of racism is unacceptable and we will never tolerate it at York. Respect means treating everybody with respect, regardless of who they are or where they come from. This includes race, as well as gender, sexual orientation, disability, political affiliation, and religion, to name just a few. We welcome everyone and expect that everyone treats others equally and with immense regard, even when we disagree or even if they aren't part of our friend group. This means we must accept responsibility for our own actions, especially when we make mistakes. Taking responsibility develops character and humility. Finally, we want you to build your compassion for others. Compassion encourages us to be patient, non-judgmental, and active in working to make a difference in the world around us. Kindness matters. It really does. Sometimes events happen outside of your school that allow us to reflect on who we are as students, faculty, and staff. We do live as part of the larger peninsula area and can't ignore when events like the incident at Salinas have implications for our entire community. This is one of those times, and I'm hopeful you will continue to exhibit the best in yourselves. Thanks for listening. And now some housekeeping for PATH. Today in PATH, make sure you bring your laptops because you're going to fill out a retreat form, feedback form from Tuesday. And if you have a pen or a pencil, bring that also today. So, okay? Thanks.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Great. Good. Yeah. I'm doing well, thank you. You know what makes me feel really good? Being together as a school with all the spirit that we have. Now, my class, not well known for their spirit. However, I've noticed even our class has been a bit more excited to participate in events after COVID because we're all together. We can all celebrate that. And that's one of the reasons we have a Spirit Week coming up next week.
Okay, so for the Spirit Week next week, on Monday, we will be having musical chairs in the Commons during lunch. And then Tuesday will be dress up like a teacher. Wednesday is pajama day. It's also late start, so just come in however you are. And then during lunch, we will have kickball tournament in the softball field. Wednesday will be 8th and 9th versus 10th grade. And then Thursday will be 11th versus 12th grade. And then on Friday, it will be the faculty versus the winner of the 11th versus 12th. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
And we'd love to see you all participate. It's a lot of fun, not too much work. You can dress up as teachers. That's fun.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm just going to talk over it. I'm more important. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen all your beautiful faces like this on such a pretty day, so I'm really grateful for that. I'm also really grateful that it's almost the weekend. Not that I don't love school, but I also love to relax. So make sure you relax this weekend, do something fun, do something that makes you happy. And yeah, go to PATH.